All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I just thought I'd come in here just for a moment. Things are kind of winding down from the weekend. We had a wonderful service. We had people from all three assemblies coming up and being with us this whole entire weekend. We had a wonderful weekend, a packed house, probably almost maybe 80, 90 people here on the land. Of course, for us, that's a lot. And we were able to take care of each and every last one of them. It's always good to see the saints of the Most High. Got a few things I want to address here because a lot of people are starting to email me and ask me different questions about different things. I think the first thing I want to discuss is the silver market. You have to understand that there's going to be a lot of volatility in the silver market and stuff. So whether you bought or you got in at the silver at $20 or whether you got in at $48, it makes no difference. Right now, you still got the steal of a century. And that's just the truth now. Even though you're not a thief, you didn't steal it, you still got the steal of a century. Also, so don't, worry about all this volatility. What they're trying to do right now is they're trying to get you to do a massive sell-off so they can replenish their stocks. Because, if you try to call up any of these places right now, they'll put you on hold, and you probably got a 30 to 60-day delay before delivery, before you can even take delivery on silver if you even try to buy it right now. While now is a perfect buying opportunity. And I told you, if you go back in my archives a few months, I told you clearly a few months ago that I expect silver. I don't know why, but I'm getting this gut feeling that silver is getting ready to take a hard hit. It's getting ready to go down, getting ready to do a serious nosedive. Now, that was a few months ago. I didn't give a time frame. I didn't predict the time frame, but now it's here. But I will tell you this. I believe that after it gets finished doing all the falling that it's going to do, that from there it's going to the moon. Hey, I invest and I put in money into silver whenever I can, long term. So I probably go check the silver prices once a week because I buy it, don't worry about it, leave it alone. And I tell you what, my real true hope is that it gets down to $5 an ounce. Because I really will. I'll do everything I can. I'll sell my car and truck if it can get down to $5 an ounce. And I'll do whatever I can to buy all I can then. So see, I have a different attitude and a different mindset than a lot of people do. So I don't get persuaded so easily just because there's a lot of volatility in the market right now. Number two, I'm getting a lot of response from the onlinechurch.org. A lot of people who are just coming across the ministry. And they really truly get excited. Let me give you a quick warning here. A new broom always sweeps well. So a lot of times they'll get excited about the ministry and they get fully charged and full of energy. And the one thing they've never taken into account is themselves. They really truly haven't looked at themselves like they really, truly think that they are. And so when you come to a ministry like this, we're brutally honest. I'm brutally honest. We're a holy people. We're forthright. Whatever I tell you, whatever way you see that we live, that's what we do. There's no hypocrisy to it whatsoever at all. I will tell you this. To be holy and to live a life of peace and righteousness, there's a trade-off. You have to give up the things of this world, but I will tell you this, you'll have a peace that will pass all understanding, a contentment that will pass all understanding, and your health will return to you speedily. Now, most people can't do that because most people can't give up their life in order to have life or inherit life. But, that's neither here nor say. But like I said, hey, I've been doing this for 20-something years. I had some people drive all the way down from New York or somewhere like that. Thought they was going to stay a week or something like that. But then something happened with the husband. Who knows wherever it is. Anyway, I guess he thought I was going to be like some of these old Baptist preachers and let people listen to. But then he went there and kicked the trace and went back. Seems like the wife is still encouraged, which is fine and good. I want each and every last one of you out there to be encouraged, more than anything. And more than anything, hey, don't forget to stay the course. Keep stocking food, keep stocking food, keep stocking food. Every single time you go to the store, buy some canned goods. I don't care what they cost, just get them right now. Nothing has changed. We're still bankrupt. We're still insolvent. They still are looking at options. Ben Shalom Bernanke says he's got a toolkit. And you got other things to do. I'll tell you what his toolkit is. It's to buy more bonds, print more money, and that's it. That's the only options that they have. All the European nations, which is just literally wreak havoc on this whole entire world, they're all collapsing. They're all falling. And so take heed to the advice that I give you And you'll find out that you've been listening to a wise man. Now, the rest of you people out there who seem to have all the answers and you're still stuck in the city, you're still stuck in debt, you're still working your fingers to the bone, being a borrower is a servant to the lender, and you're not trying to do anything to get free from it. You keep doing what you're doing too. Because if you listen to me, I'm going to make you mad. I'm going to get you upset. You know, it's remarkable because, you know, envy masks itself in many different ways. It really, truly does. So, you know, if I'm not a pastor to a lot of people out there, which I don't have no compunction or trouble with that at all. Yet I am to all the people who you saw who came to assembly this weekend. We do wish that the Pinas have a very safe trip back to California. They came here, stayed with us for 4 or 5 days. It was a blessing to finally be able to see them. We had a wonderful broadcast this past weekend with Brother Joe. You can always go to the archives of Blog Talk Radio and download it. Listen to the broadcast, how we talked about everything on the broadcast. We even talked about gun laws. It's kind of raining here today, so I'm going to get back and do some typing because now it's time for me to start doing all the logistic work, all the footprints, footsteps, and actually doing all a bunch of running stuff to get ready for the next meeting that we're getting ready to have, which is G.O.T.S, Gathering of the Saints. Now, what's going to happen is that we're going to spend a few days out at campground. I haven't told Pastor Fox this yet, but I'm sure he's watching this video. And we're still going to have some classes out at the campground on 6th day, or what you call Friday, for those who have not bought any weapons for the range day. We're going to give instructional courses and classes. We have Pastor Joe Fox's wife is going to be teaching the women, giving them instruction and classes. She's a certified NRA instructor. You know, we're just going to have another wonderful time. It's going to be a really nice time. But now let me also tell you this. If you're bringing children and if you're not used to to being corrected and instructed, you're going to get highly offended because we believe in disciplining our children and we don't believe in them running around like a bunch of banshees and badgers and wolverines and coyotes. We don't believe that. We believe that you should have the good control of your children and your children shouldn't be telling you what to do. You are the parents, they are the children. And if your children get out of line, I'm going to tell you real fast, you're going to get embarrassed. So you may want to make sure you got a good handle upon your children because they come here unruly and not want to be subject to instruction and stuff because you didn't train them, you didn't teach them in the way that they should go. You're going to have problems here. So I want to go ahead and give you that heads up. But I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you people that I've never met before. We're going to have a wonderful time, especially the time of fellowship. We have a lot on the agenda. We got a lot to do here straightway to get ourselves ready for this next coming meeting. And then immediately after that, we go into the feast of the Most High Yah, the feast of the Lord. We have Tabernacles, Day of Atonement, and the Feast of Trumpets first, then the Day of Atonement, then Tabernacles. And that is always a blessed, wonderful time for us around here. If I said it once, I'll say it again. The reason why you Christians are mad at me is because you won't read your book. You won't study it. You got the same Bible that I do, and yet even at that, even if you say I'm wrong, you won't come out from behind your rock or come out from behind this computer monitor screen and give me an open challenge and debate to see who's right or who's wrong. You see, because I'm concerned about souls. But I don't give one flip about you people who perpetuate and keep sowing lies and making the people to misbelieve and continue to deceive them the wrong way and lead them down the path of unrighteousness. So that's my job to expose the wicked evils of this corrupt government and also of this corrupt religion in the world, which is the most corrupt, wicked, satanic religion that has ever been perpetuated upon the face of mankind, upon this earth, which is Christianity, along with Messianic Judaism. And that is the truth, and that's the truth straightway. So I hope that you would go and do some research. And all you Torah teachers and everybody out there, hey, you're going to have plenty of time to come talk to me. I better hope that you got a lot of Bible because you're going to have a lot of believing to do. Because it's time, been high time for the people to stop being deceived by your philosophies. Now, you can't expect the Christian churches out there to tell you the truth because, you know, if they tell you the truth, Christmas, Easter, and Sunday, where they get the most tithes and offering from you, they're going to go bankrupt if they tell you the truth. Because you realize you've been lied to. Hey, they're not about to change their programs because that's the day they rake in the most money. So they're not about to change Christmas, Easter, and Sunday, even though you can't find those holidays written down in the Bible at all. They're not about to change that because then that would mess up their cash flow. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. Straightway, the King is coming.